Hey, babes, how you doing? Definitely first. Dexter's over here growling because there's somebody barking over there in the outside. Moaning or something. I'll take him out tomorrow. Going for a little jog. I don't want to say those words right now because then he'll just beep, be at the door ready to go. Pop out chat. There we go.
Oh, yeah, the voices in my head are telling us to start.
Alright, so what do we got? We got a Zerg. Try to scout early. Alright. He's getting gas.
Your adorable drones are under attack!
Hold on, you know, this map.
enemy is attacking your base!
We're getting out of here. This is about you and me.
Evolution's all done.
These shocking revelations, a veritable firestorm of anti-Men's the Emperor held a news conference earlier today.
How do you respond to these allegations?
I assure you that Slatter's attacks against the throne are baseless and irresponsible.
Sir, do you still stand by the sentiment that selfless devotion to people is the basis of your rule?
Well, of course. I was called upon to serve the greater interest of humanity. Personal power was never my goal.
Then how would you characterize this stillness?
Get burned to ashes around me.
Ah, new queen is ready.
Understand this. You just think you can come in here and question me? This interview is
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a sad day for us here at UNN. I regret to inform you that last night Donnie Vermillion had himself committed to the Dominion
Oh, look,
Mental Health
a new
Center
queen!
in Cornwall. While the nature of his abrupt
The enemy's destroying your forces!
You know that he was clad only in his socks and rumored to be in possession of Emperor Meng's manifesto and a pound of peanut butter. We wish you all the best, Donnie, and hope for your speedy recovery. In the meantime, I'll be taking over as chief anchor here at UNN. For UNN, I'm Kate Lockwell.
Okay, let's go.
Base is under attack! Your forces are under attack! Their adorable drones are under attack! The bad guys are destroying your base! Mineral field depleted. That field's been mined out.
Take out his bases.
Make the bad guys stop hitting us!
He's probably dead.
They're silent! Finally! Thank you!
Yeah, he's over here. I ain't gonna... Try to get those hydras. Forget maps in StarCraft 2 are community generated. Yeah, they're community generated. I mean they're okay overall in general, but I don't like their bias on cannon rushing. Like this one, it's questionable, but it is a little different. Like no cannon rush locations to harass. I don't know. I feel like they should have that as an option. They deliberately do this. What up, Tax Cut? Whoop whoop. Well, you know what? That's true. It would have been nice if it was like StarCraft 1 where you don't see, it's a fog of war until you reveal it, and then from there you could see it, you know? Other than that, it's pitch black. That way you work for your vision, you know, where it's not as how would I say, mysterious. You know, there's so much mystery when the screen is black and you have to kind of like, I went there, okay. Lets you also know where you've been. You know, I've been this way, I've been that way. I never checked this area. Let me go over there. It's fully dark. Yeah, that'd be cool. Basically, since I'm learning Zerg, right? I try to start with the ground roots. And my exploration right now is going to be more reactionary. So I'm sending out my drone early every time. I'm going to be doing that just to kind of get into that mode. And just patrol around. You know, this is going to, you know, I'm going to drop one drone, but Defender's Advantage, I could probably get an extra couple drones to the difference of the map location. As long as I know what's going on. So basically, I'm trying to utilize this to just make sure I'm not getting Roach Ravager rushed or Lingbane rushed without knowing. Like I'm gonna know. Where's the last place you were at, vacay? It was over at Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia was the last place I vacated this December. Wait with Jangles, saw the airport, some StarCraft, tournament. We were gonna go to the SeaWorld, I mean the Aqua Aquarium, but maybe next time. We decided to go for the shooting range, but yeah, so I had some fun. I'd never been so far away from home, so it was kind of interesting being way far. Non-StarCraft 2 related? I don't really take trips. Like I said, it's like the farthest I've ever been. In LA, more or less, sometimes it's just like a small trip, a day trip, like Six Flags or Universal Studios all day, or Knott's Berry Farm or Knott's Scary Farm. Usually in LA, you kind of do like or beach day. So they're just like mini trips, mini vacays of just seeing different parts of LA. Yeah, but outside of that, I don't really expand too far. Once in a while, like I went to Lake Havasu. Lake Havasu was fun. I spent like a weekend over Lake Havasu. I've gone to Mexico several times, San Diego, Riverside. They're all, just small weekend or sometimes a day trip. You ever crave going? Yeah, definitely. That's why I learned French. I learned French to one day go to France and be able to at least somewhat dialogue or understand what they're saying, even if it's harder for me to say it. I'll be like, okay, I got you. I know what you're saying. Yeah, definitely. Be cool. Paris is some people over here in Paris. Yeah, I don't know. Over here it's dirty. In LA, it depends where you go. Every town's got a ghetto. Going to Atlanta is a trip, not a vacay. Yeah, I really don't vacation. I don't know what that is. In that sense, I don't have the luxury of like taking a vacay out somewhere. At least not where it's like, fun where I go with people or I know people. I don't want to just go by myself, because if I go by myself, which down the road I plan to, but I wouldn't really be going to like small regular, Eiffel Tower and this and that. I'd kind of go to like the ancient cities, areas that are like really cool regarding like the past. I always wanted to, go to different history sites. So that's like more my creating if I went by myself, or seeing the pyramids, or even the ones that are not always popular in the pyramid that are around. Yeah, I'm very big on that stuff. So if I did, it would probably be stuff like that. The Colosseum, that'd be cool. Yeah, but those are like more common ones. I like to go to, I dig in, I do research online and kind of just look at history, and there's some places I'm like, damn, I wouldn't mind going over there. architecture is, you know, crazy. Yeah. But so far I haven't yet. It'd be nice. Definitely would be nice. And Unjun. Lots of what? Pickpocketers? Really? Ain't nobody gonna pickpocket me. Oh hell nah. Ain't gonna pickpocket me, that's for sure. You know, get one in the chin. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you just get too close? You know. Beep. Yeah, I never put my stuff where it's easy to get pocketed. I live in LA. In LA, and I don't know if I'm sure it's probably in different schools, just, you know, but definitely it was rampant in LA. I'd have to wear my backpack to the side on one shoulder, because if you have it on two shoulders, people can like unzip your back pocket, you know, take stuff. Savage. So like, learned how to guard my stuff. Whenever I walk and there's people around, like someone, you know, cross it, I never put my phone out in the open. Like, hey, take my phone. It's right here. I'm looking at it very easily. You know, I don't know. I'll, you know, tuck it away for a second. Just like driving. I don't trust no drivers. I don't care how good you are. I don't trust you. That's how I stay safe. Your pockets are always full of loose waffles. I'm sure I'll get like I'll just get like a good bunch of ticks, little tacks, whatever, little needle tacks. I'll put them in my pocket, and if someone even tries to get crazy, I'll find out. They'll be like, ah! I'll be like, what? What are you trying to do? Get nubbed. Tried the map trick on us in Paris. The map trick? What map trick? No, by the pyramids, there's a lot of people that do a lot of hustling right there. So you gotta watch out. You gotta do your homework when you go, you know, visit the pyramids. The hustlers are rampant. Said I was gonna get Sir. Have like a reverse Uno card in your pocket. When he picks it out, he's like, what the hell is this? Then he gets pickpocketed. It's like, wait, what the hell? This guy was like, I don't trust you. You look a little different. Definitely not bright red. Panic. Look at this guy. The guy's like, hey, what are you guys doing? It's like, oh shoot. Why don't you get these guys? I'd be surprised if he doesn't hit these guys too. Like, oh, they're everywhere. Why did he keep leaving his overlord to start killing? That's gotta be embarrassing. Yeah, I kind of made spine crawlers just a little bit, you know, because when you go over there, you know they're gonna send everything they got from their base to you, including reinforcements. So when I get there, it's just like I don't have to go back home after I did a little damage and be like, oh shoot, I gotta go over there and make sure my base don't die, and then you get spores and stuff. So yeah, we make sure. Yeah, you never know. See what I mean? Like, cause then he'll have hydras. Now with hydras, I like to get Ling Bane. I'll get the burrow, get Bailings, burrow him, and then bait the hydras to my mutas, and then just kind of like wait until he gets to the right spot, and boom. That's beautiful. I do that a lot versus hydras, cause they love mutas. What is Genesis Buddha? Doing good. Just chilling, having a good Friday. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he probably thought he could handle it because hydras are decent and he was upgraded. Sure, I wouldn't mind playing Monopoly sometime. Do an online Monopoly play. I used to play Monopoly a lot as a kid. Well, that and there wasn't too many things to do, right? That was like when Nintendo wasn't even out. Or sometimes you play Nintendo and then you're like, some Monopoly is good. The Overlord could have been below enemy trader. Connect 4? That's the one with that you put the you connect them, right? With the little circles. I used to play that game a lot. I think that one's collect 4 because you have to make a full color. Yeah, is that's it, right? Okay. Yeah, that. Then you release them and they all fall down. And you go over there and redo them. Yeah, I forgot all about that game. Until just now, you reminded me about it. I forgot it even existed. The best part, I know. Oh man, you know it's funny. It's like when you think about stuff like that you haven't in a while, you unlock a memory, you know, and that memory kind of unlocks other doors of memories that are related to that, and it starts kind of like spreading. It's pretty cool. I always like to remember stuff I forgot.
Is this another hallucination? Oh well,
Okay.
I'll just roll with it.
You can smell the Elements cafeteria because of Connect 4. Oh, that's where you used to play? You used to play at the cafeteria? Yeah, you can sometimes bring back some good old scents. Talking? for the school pizza smell. There was a couple. Which kind? We had a couple. Oh, look, going for. Was it the long ones, the long big ones, or was it the kind of like the like? What is it? There's another one that was with little square, little rectangle, or triangle, pepperonis. There's been a couple. You know, back in the day, I used to strip the pizza, like the cheese, and I would eat the cheese and the pepperoni separate, and then I would eat the bread and sauce afterwards. Kind of weird. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I used to love Fridays. I used to be like, I used to have friends that didn't eat, and they'll be like, hey, give me your ticket. And I'll get like maybe 2-3 times. I'm like, yeah, I gotta eat that pizza. Pizza's good. Nope. There's no bad pizza. There's pizza I wouldn't pay for.
Your Zerg have evolved.
I'd eat it, but I won't pay for it. I don't know. What's your guys' favorite pizza? I like what was it? There's a place called Shakey's Pizza. It's probably like my favorite pizza. It has like this like sweet sauce to it that I just can't. That I don't taste anywhere else, and I'm like, what is that? I tasted it. What was it, like a week ago? I ate some Shakey's. I'm just like, is that ketchup? I was like, what is it?
Evolution complete. Those jerks are attacking your forces.
You got the third. Oh shit. Oh, I didn't make my spire. Well, that'll probably do it.
attacking your base! Make the bad guys stop hitting us!
See if I can get enough. Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can make this work. That's why I make the spine crawlers.
Destroying your forces. Those jerks are attacking your forces. Mineral field's gone, just like my sanity. It's a joke. Your forces are under attack! Those jerks are attacking your forces! That field's been mine. You're silent. Finally.
You didn't say that? What?
Thank you.
What happened, buddy? Trying to macro? That's way too much macro. You see that? I'm on 2 base. He goes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got a little too comfortable. That's what he
Mineral
gets.
field depleted.
You know, it's funny. He talked a little too much earlier, but like he can't even GG at the end. Oh, he talked so much, but no GG. Yeah, he needed to scout with Overlord. I scouted with Overlord speed. You know, I had to get Overlord speed to see that he's not going Spire right away. I went over with the drone. Yeah, see? I don't think he liked it. I think he liked the fact that I was over here looking at him. Got links right here. Just checking to see if I took the third. I saw all these roaches, so I'm like, oh, okay. That's what it is. It's a roach play. But I had to make a lot of spines, because he should have ran right now to my base. I don't mind. I always usually hit them from the side whenever there's spores when I come in, just to kill it without losing mutas. He didn't have any gas. They got no ZA in Cali? What's a ZA? We have 2 news. Philly style near. Fine, not New York style though, but New York style brings me back to being a kid. Oh, okay. That the old school pizza that you used to have. Yeah, like if I think that's how I am with like shakies. Just I don't know. It just tastes different than the others. It has like some sweet sauce taste, and I'm like so different. Like I'm used to Pizza Hut and Domino's. But then sometimes I like Little Caesars sauce at times. But yeah, out of all of them, definitely for me it's Shakey's. I never had a New York pizza. One day I'll be able to get a New York. I always remember, what was it? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Part 1. The intro scene where the guy has that pizza and he's delivering it, you know, riding in the streets. That pizza looked good. Chicago, we actually have a surprisingly good selection of food in Chicago. I liked West Coast pizza until Detroit fed me some New Jersey pizza. Yeah, see, I'm probably missing out. Yeah, I know. Alright, let's go. Do some random. Let's see, hold on. What you up to, Blood Blight? You guys want to watch the new Florencio Files right now? I haven't seen it. Seen like a glimpse of it, but I was like half asleep. Yeah, there's gonna be. Oh, you mean if there? Yeah, there was one like yesterday.
Lowe's knows when you need a new.
No, yeah. Yesterday's. I didn't see.
Alright, what the hell is going on, everybody, and welcome back! It's the Florencio Files, where we watch the sewer mermaid make this expression on his face as he steals people's ladder points. In the top right side, it is Florencio on his new De Salt Bay account, apparently. Looking up to Salt Bay, who, for those who don't know, Salt Bay is probably the cringiest celebrity chef of all time. He's the guy who did the old pinch of salt thing and now awkwardly inserts himself into many different situations.
Some of these you guys tell me to put out there.
This is a gas first, 10 seconds earlier than you're meant to go for a gas first. I love it. Florencio sticking to his, as always, hyper-efficient build orders. And when I say hyper-efficient, I mean Bizarro World hyper-efficient. Optimized for stupidity and not much else. Tinzork in the top left is going to be the Zerg victim in this game, going for both a drone scout
science
with
optimized.
some interesting waypoints. Looks like a scout through the whole base and a hatchery first. Pretty solid opening so far from the Zerg.
Pig is, yeah.
Matt Barracks goes down
good
a good 20 seconds late, as he did take his gas so darned early.
Amazing.
His minerals is incredibly low, and he's got 3 SCVs queued up, 4 now, which is so that's why Florencio's income is so derpy. Now, he does block.
So it's true. I do make SCVs and probes a lot, but you know what? I think of it as a bank. I put the SCVs in the bank, and if I need some SCVs, I just hit escape. I just hit cancel, 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 and so I end up always making them, and then I'll cancel to about 2. You know, I'll make like 4 or 5, then I'll cancel 3 of them, and I'll get like a little balance. Okay, this is good. You know, but if I feel like I need it, I just go in there and cancel some more. So I kind of don't never see it as a bad thing to make workers and have so many. You know, as long as you know you have the money there, and it's still in the you know, I could afford this. Like I can make a factory because I can cancel 2 more SCVs. I have it in the bank, and I can make the factory. Instead of like making them and go, I got no money and I have to wait for the money, not realizing you can cancel some SCVs. So I actually use it as a bank, you know, just have it there. If I don't do anything, it's gonna make an SCV. But I always check anyways. I balance it to about 2 SCVs. You know, there's always gonna be one backup to me made another one, so I'll make, if anything, 3, but then I'll cancel, like I said. So I don't really see a bad thing about it, but it does make me look a little noob, because you would assume that, you know, no, you don't do that, you optimize everything, but sometimes you don't know what you want to do. When you're playing freestyle, you don't know if you want to go this route or that route, this door. So why are you building something you don't even know which route you're gonna go yet? So I kind of like balance my stuff like that, where I at least keep a habit of making SCVs, but at the same time know I have money. When I remember, I'll cancel and build it, you know.
Block the second gas from being stolen, but what I like about this is I think Florencio's gone the fast gas so we can get the command center. Taste my drill. Nah, bro, I'll give you a bit of a nippy. You want these claws up inside your soft spots, do ya? But in comes the backup SCV, says, don't worry, bro, you go take a smoko, I'll handle this dirty drone. And he does kick him out of there. I do like to imagine that when SCVs are fighting, they do get, like, oddly erotic. They're like, yeah, you want this drill deep inside you? The drone's like, I don't really want that. Nope, that's kind of weird. And the SCV's like, yeah, you do, don't you? You know, they make weird mouth noises for some reason. Like, there's a lot of slurping going on inside that SCV suit. No one really knows what's going on, except for the fact that there probably aren't a lot of romantic opportunities when you're out on, you know, deployment here on Ghost River. You're on a bloody alien planet that is filled with ghosts, I imagine, and weird green fires. It's like an undead map. There's skeletons everywhere. And for some reason, there's a Zerg infestation starting. I don't think you're out there meeting the love of your life. You know, you're not gonna meet your wife hanging out on Ghost River, are you? Drone right now is playing Ring Around the Rosie, and the SCV here is playing Grab Ass. And quite literally, he's trying to grab the ass of that drone. He's, get back here, you pretty little thing. Let me touch that. I think as it turns, oh no, the Reaper gets it. Oh, the Reaper comes out. The drone scout. And the drone does end up dying. At least dies with a beautiful vista in front of it, a nice outlook onto this kind of, well, is it really beautiful? Onto this haunted haunted swamp that the edges of this map do seem to be. A few Zerglings are coming out for Tinzork. Tinzork's going to go for a creep tumor. And already, I feel like this is a pretty decent execution. A little bit of a Ling ambush. Hello. On the high ground, but Florencio's execution, always good, guys, as you can see. We're using the old school overlay because we always need to study the control groups of Florencio and his opponents. You know, I would never throw shade in their direction. I just want to study my superiors. There's only one way to get better at StarCraft, guys, and that is to study the best and emulate them. Reaper grenade does go down there. Oh, Flo almost gets a drone. Not quite. Good pullback, dude. Tinzork microing. That Reaper's going to die if he goes for it. Oh, it's dead, I think. Because even if he turns left, the Queen ran to the right, not the left. Good escape there for Florencio. Does get out. Now, Flo is going for a classic build order here, guys. It's called the Planetary Fortress Expand. He's taken an expand very slowly, but he is now, with an engineering bay finishing, he'll start the planetary on that when that finishes. Behind it, he's going double starport. So it's a 2-base double starport build with, oh my god, he's actually dropped a mule. He's already made an orbital and dropped a mule this game. The modern evolution of Florencio. Sure, he's not building SCVs. He's under saturation on one base right now as he queues up 3 SCVs little at once. But you know what? You can't ask for everything at once, can ya? Roach Horns covered in link speeds finished. It is 4 gases already, which is a bit early for Tinzork. Tinzork quite supply blocked on 44 and really hurting his own mineral income by saturating the gases. But having a third up, you know, that gets a few more drones out. Lairs on the way. Roach Horn, Lings have map control. Feels like Tinzork has a pretty good activity rate, and spying that planetary fortress coming up, you know this guy is a turtle bastard. He's going to be doing some cheeky things. You're going to need to scout what he's up to and figure it out. I do feel like this is one thing missing. I've been playing a lot of Helldivers lately. Let me know if you guys have been having fun with that game in the chat. Thankfully, they got rid of that stupid Sony PlayStation account decision. That was so dumb. Ugh. Sometimes I feel like there's a 96-year-old man in every Japanese gaming company just sitting there going, guys, interns, tell me the thing young people hate. I want all the young people that like our games. I want to do the opposite of what they want. I just want to make them mad. Anyways, that aside, I do feel like there should be some sort of mega stratagem where you can all 4 of you use it at the same time, massive cooldown, and you call down a planetary fortress, and one guy gets to climb in the top. And basically, you use it when you got to like defend a point or something, and you just sit in the top controlling these twin Ibex cannons.
Yeah, there's windows right there.
That's got to be in the game. You know, they never had something quite like that in Natural Selection 2 either. Games which basically are first person, you know, Terran vs. Zerg, which is kind of friggin' awesome.
That would be funny, huh? If you get in a first-person view of the PF and you actually control
Reaper does
where
go
you're
down.
shooting.
We got a bunch of Roachling coming out.
Yeah,
Only
shoot
44
shoot
workers
that
for
way.
the Zerg. So thankfully for Flo, the Zerg is macroing way better than like a lot of the people I see around his skill level, but still hasn't like fully saturated the bases or anything like that because, you know, Flo can't really secure a third against this army, so he's stuck onto his... If the Zerg goes to like 60 plus drones, it feels like they can just make unlimited units and drown him and stuff. But if they're hanging out in 40, 50, worrying about scouting a lot more, then maybe he can keep up with them. Maybe. It's still going to be hard. He's still down on income significantly, but Banshees have been scouted as well. Dude, Tinzork's actually really good. Tinzork might not have perfect macro, but like I always love watching a game where it feels like the player is just doing a lot of things. Overlord speed scouting. Lings and Roaches breaking rocks everywhere to open the map up. Creep is spreading, taking 3 bases. Yeah, we're a bit high on gas, let's be honest. A little bit high on gas. For some reason, only 2 workers on each gas, which I guess if you're this low on minerals, you actually prefer to have less. Oh, Spore Crawler in position as well as a Queen as well. Banshees are going to come in, be a little bit of annoying. But look at that, already pulling extra Queens down. Dude, and an Overseer. Tinzork's all over it. Tinzork has 4 Queens and an Overseer on a control group, immediately responds to the air units. This is awesome. Gonna be honest with you guys, Florencio sent me a few games that have like him doing some cool moves, but there's been a few like bung games mixed in. It's just like it's a bit too slow. The opponent's just kind of sitting there receiving his punches all game. It feels like bullying. This feels a lot more like a game where it's like Tinzork's actually a very active player.
Some of the ones you guys chose.
To deal with the Banshees.
Send this one,
is up the base. The only thing Tinzork's missing is like a 4th, 5th base, droning up, and then just being ready to deny this third. Because Flo's macro build-up is pretty darn
Gotta
slow
have
this
2
game.
sides.
But if Tinzork keeps up this level of activity, I feel really good. And look at that, lots of drones coming out.
Some viewers send some,
been going down on the third, not so much on the other bases.
They feel a little one-sided at times.
Well,
like,
the last rock's getting cleaned up, dude.
Well, I'll do
Tinzork is
it.
obsessed with rocks.
But it was only because...
Like, get your stupid rocks off my...
It was only because of that patch. The patch changed I had some really good ones already lined up, and they got erased or corrupted because of that patch. So I had nothing. You know, I had really good ones, but they couldn't be casted. So then we had to get some really fast ones for now, just to kind of like get some new files for the viewers, but that was not that was the reason why it was kind of like oh shit, was not expecting this. All of a sudden
map.
it's famine.
No one needs these bloody destructible terrain features, you idiot. Alien's building. We got so many. Dude, is he still building Banshees? And is he doing it almost in vision of an overseer that's just standing right there? What are you going to do with this many Banshees, Florencio? He's like, well, he saw the Banshees, so he probably thinks I'll tech switch. So what I'm going to do
a back and
is
forth
I'm going to keep massing the Banshees.
struggle, you know?
We're going to fly them into mutas, I think. Oh, no. The mutas are going to fly. Shoots up. Oh, no. Florencio's screwed. The mutas can kill the Cyclone. Oh, he's got to chase the Banshees, though. Actually, he could defend this with Queens. Oh, the Roaches are running in, but they're oh, F2? I think Tinzork F2'd the Roaches. And the Banshees juke them. The Banshees juke them. They ran away. They cloaked and they ran away to the south. Tinzork's like, where'd they go? Where'd the Banshees go? Flo's like, quick, hide in the bottom of the map. This is giving him time to build turrets. He still has no turrets in his main base. The Hellions driving in right now to distract. Tinzork is going to lose a few drones here. Not the end of the world. I like that he tried to do an Evo chamber block. What a tryhard. Tinzork's been... All the pros do this these days, the Evo chamber block. I've even been doing it a lot. And I normally suck at moves like that. But that's cool to see Tinzork doing that. Man, I love that the normies on the ladder are pulling out the pro gamer moves. Now, unfortunately... those Banshees are going to sneak just by. Oh my god, they're going to sneak just past. They're going to sneak past. Okay, so the command center's here. It's going to land. We've got some units coming in. These Banshees are going to go for that fourth base. There's going to be drones.
Everybody? Okay, is my internet down? Okay, let me rewind it. Give me a second. I'm lagging. I'm probably lagging. So give me a second and... Wait, yeah, it is my internet. Yeah, it's my net. Yeah, it's just my internet just had a spike. Yeah, reset. Okay, should be good, right? All right, watch this and then I'll take a quick break and reset the internet.
Flo can't really secure a third against this army, so he's stuck onto his... If the Zerg goes to like 60 plus drones, it feels like they can just make unlimited units and drown him and stuff. But if they're hanging out on 40, 50, worrying about scouting a lot more, then maybe he can keep up with them. Maybe. It's still going to be hard. He's still down on income significantly, but Banshees have been scouted as well. Dude, Tinzork's actually really good. Tinzork might not have perfect macro, but like I always love watching a game where it feels like the player is just doing a lot of things. Overlord speed scouting. Lings and Roaches breaking rocks everywhere to open the map up. Creepers spreading, taking 3 bases. Yeah, we're a bit high on gas, let's be honest. We're a little bit high on gas. For some reason, only 2 workers on each gas, which... I guess if you're this low on minerals, you actually prefer to have less. Oh, Spore Crawler in position as well as a queen as well. Banshees are going to come in, be a little bit of annoying. But look at that, already pulling extra queens down. Dude, and an Overseer. Tinzork's all over it. Tinzork has 4 queens and an Overseer on a control group, immediately responds to the air units. This is awesome. Gonna be honest with you guys, Florencio sent me a few games that have like him doing some cool moves, but there's been a few like bung games mixed in. It's just like it's a bit too slow. The opponent's just kind of sitting there receiving his punches all game. It feels like bullying. This feels a lot more like a game where it's like Tinzork's actually a very active player. He's got mutas for air control to deal with the Banshees. His upper base. The only thing Tinzork's missing is like a 4th, 5th base droning up and then just being ready to deny this third. Because Flo's macro build-up is pretty darn slow this game. But if Tinzork keeps up this level of activity, I feel really good. And look at that, lots of drones coming out. The injects have been going down on the 3rd, not so much on the other bases, but a 4th base drops as well. The last rock's getting cleaned up. Dude, Tinzork is obsessed with rocks. Tinzork hates Dustin Browder. It's like, get your stupid rocks off my map. No one needs these bloody destructible terrain features, you idiot. Hellions building. We got so many. Dude, is he still building Banshees? And is he doing it almost in vision of an Overseer that's just standing right there?
I know.
What are you
I had
going to do
a
with this
viewer
many
that wanted
Banshees, Florencio?
Banshees.
He's like,
I was
well,
let me try something.
he saw the Banshees, so he probably thinks I'll tech switch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep massing the Banshees. We're going to fly them into mutas, I think. Oh, no. The mutas are going to fly in. There's no turrets. There's nothing that shoots up. Oh, no. Florencio screwed. The mutas can kill the Cyclone. Oh, he's got to chase the Banshees, though. Actually, he could defend this with Queens. Oh, the Roaches are running in, but they're oh, F2? I think Tinzork F2'd the Roaches. And the Banshees juke them. The Banshees juke them. They cloaked and they ran away to the south. Tinzork's like, where'd they go? Where'd the Banshees go? Flo's like, quick, hide in the bottom of the map. This is giving him time to build turrets. He still has no turrets in his main base. The Hellions driving in right now to distract. Tinzork is going to lose a few drones there. Not the end of the world. I like that he tried to do an Evo chamber block. What a tryhard. Tinzork's been... All the pros do this these days, the Evo chamber block. I've even been doing it a lot. And I normally suck at moves like that. But that's cool to see Tinzork doing that. Man, I love that the normies on the ladder are pulling out the pro gamer moves. Now, unfortunately...
30 seconds.
Those Banshees are gonna sneak.
Oh, it's just 30 seconds?
Oh,
What up,
my
7
God,
Drew?
they're gonna sneak just past. They're gonna sneak past. Okay, so the command center's here. It's gonna land. We've got some mutas coming in. These Banshees are gonna go for that fourth base. There's gonna be drones exposed on it as well. Now, the mutas could deny this base getting taken. He still has no anti-air in his main base. Florencio with like zero preparation for the mutalists. These mutas could go in and do so much. The Roaches are here as well. But that means there's nothing at home. Spores, spines were trying to be built. A spore behind the mineral line. But the Banshees are going to slaughter that fourth base. The mutas are coming home right now. He does deny the third of Florencio. But the Planetary is going to try and sneak back down there while the Banshees distract him. Florencio's happy for these to be on a one-way trip, these Banshees, potentially. No, I thought he'd go into the main. He's still going to try and hide them. Speed Overlord's done, which means the Overseer can easily catch this. But Tinzork clearly needs to go down and to the right to make sure they can't retreat. But Tinzork, where are you going, mate? Hurry. You had to go to this point initially to make sure you caught them. There they are. Go get them. Get them, Tinzork. Tinzork's Roaches do deny this command center on the other side. It looks like Tinzork has split their mutas into 2 squads, which is bizarre.
That dirty.
And the Banshees are once again going to get out of there.
I'm a doer and a watcher.
Libs are really good anti-ground units. And they technically, if you have enough of them, because they do splash damage, they do like 2 times 5 damage. So if you get like 10 Liberators, they can wreck clumped up mutas, even Corruptors as well to a certain extent. But you need a lot of them. Just 3 or 4 isn't going to do much. He's up to 5. They could actually do a decent volley or 2. That command center's not dying. Is building armor done? Oh, building armor's done. That's why these buildings are so tough. One of the Banshees goes down. The Libs, look at the splash damage. Dude, the splash damage there from the Libs mixed with the turrets and the bunkers. Get out of here, Tinzork. Tinzork, this is not it, bro. Tinzork kills a bunker and a turret. The mutas fly away. The Libs siege up. And so much Zerg goes down. That was an appallingly bad fight. Despite it, I actually think Florencio is still way behind. Because this hatchery is rebuilding. And as long as Tinzork spends their money, like they're always going to be able to get ahead here. Florencio is massing Libs, though, versus air, which we never really get to see this. Overseers in the back, just kind of chilling with that super eyeball sticking out of his head. For those who don't know, that is an eyeball with extra eyeballs on it.
Our internet bill went up?
Looks like you need Verizon home internet. No surprise price hikes or hidden fees.
That pops out of the top of the head of the Overseer. Talk about evolution's finest. See it here as well. Since it's not on the edge of the map, it's a bit more easy to see. The eyeballs look like they're kind of closed though, don't they? Oh, that's weird. Maybe they sense things without normal sight. Who knows? Maybe Zerg don't have retinas. Anyways, Liberator Banshee coming forwards. Muta Corruptor could take this if they spread before they fight, but they're not spreading. Oh my god, they're so clumped. The Muta's just got 2-shot. The Muta's just got 2-shot. The Corruptors can do better than that. If you spread out and come from 2 sides or 3 sides, the Mutas would not die nearly that easily, but Tinzork's micro is not quite there. Now, Tinzork is getting very horny, trying to attack here with a Ravager, 2 Roaches, 8 Zerglings, and Corruptors. Tinzork trying to jam it in like a crazy person. Florencio is just going to fight. He did siege the Libs, which I don't think he needed to do. I think he needs those in anti-air form right now. There's still 2 Cyclones on the floor as well. And if Florencio can get that third up during this would be huge. But Florencio is getting blocked by a Burrowed Roach. I told you guys, Tinzork is doing so much. Infestation pits on the way, more Corruptors building. Tinzork just really needs to, like, build economy. That's the main thing. Transfer workers from the natural. And you know, just do a round of drones here or there. 6 more drones coming in. Build a 5th, build a 6th base. And then go make a big army and kill the 3rd. If you can kill the 3rd, Florencio's dead. His main's half mined out. His natural's running low. He's way down on supply. But if you just go, even Roach Corruptor could absolutely do this, but you're going to need a lot of Roaches. I think 10 Corruptors is more than enough, to be fair. especially if he spreads them out. But in general, the reason Corruptors are so much better is they have 2 base armor. Mutas have 0 base armor. And the way the Liberator works is it does 2 times 5 anti-air damage when it's in that anti-air form, right? When it's not sieged up. You can't see it here because it's sieged up. So 2 times 5, and remember, that becomes 2 times 3 against the 2 armor. So 6 damage down from 10. And Corruptors have an extra 80 hit points. So, I mean, if you're doing 6 damage a shot, you got to get through 200 hit points of Corruptor. You can start to figure out, oh, wait a second, I need to get like 40 Liberator shots to kill a Corruptor. It's something prohibitively high. Banshees are coming in and being a nuisance, but there are spores there. And Transfusers going down as well. Dude, Tinzork's so sick. I like Tinzork a lot. Because Tinzork is far from a perfect StarCraft player, but the fact that Tinzork is just using so many tools and trying so many different things, like, don't get me wrong, there are periods where I'll say, oh, people are like, I really want to get to the next level, I need to do this, and I'll say, okay, just simplify your focus. Just let's just do Roach Hydra, work on your build order, work on your macro, work on using that simple army as well as you can, and get good at that one detail for a few weeks. But there's some players who get stuck in that, and their whole StarCraft career is just simplifying and using like the smallest tool set available and never going beyond that. And I'm like, dude, it's so much fun to play like Tinzork is. Ah, Tinzork does miss the fungal, loses the Infested to the Banshees though. Doesn't have that much Roach on the ground. That's the big problem. And the way Tinzork's F2ing their army around, you can see they're kind of just like, YOLO, let's go with 8 Roaches. I feel like you should max out, mate. Finish making army. Your Parasites on the way, +2 Elephants, more Overlords and Hydras coming in. Florencio right now has made a swap into Mass Cyclone. He's going to build 5 tanks. I've never seen Florencio build this many tech labs on his factories ever. He's going to build 5 tanks at once. Maybe when he's going through. I don't know if I've ever seen him swap in a mass tank. It's the right thing to do here. Florencio, always a man who likes to counter his opponent's units where possible. Cyclones are a good move and shoot unit. They can pick away at stuff from afar. But yeah. Oh, check it out, guys. Zerg is going to add +1 melee. That's the hand-to-hand upgrade for his ranged Roach Hydra army. Just to remind you guys, this is big brain level of StarCraft. Now, unfortunately, Tinzork is blocking their own expansions right now with Burrowed Zerglings rather than blocking these ones. Some would call this a 300 IQ decision. The thing is, I think sometimes people get confused because they forget that 300 IQ is adjacent to 0 IQ. And they're off just by a little bit. Yeah. You want to take that base, don't you? There we go. He's moving his Zergling so he can take that. Why are we burrowing it next to it, though? I don't know what he's doing. So Tinzork's going Lurker Den now. It is Lair Tech Lurkers. Hives on the way, though. Air armor upgrades, Hydra upgrades are coming in as well. Wait, are we getting both Hydra upgrades? No, just one, just got all augments to start. We definitely need Groove
potential with the macro.
So Tinzork's got a lot of money, but isn't using it to max out nor to drone up, and that's kind of scary because if you don't max out when you have the big money and supply lead, Florencio's going to catch up in this game. He's starting to make Cloaked Ghosts. I mean, obviously he should just be building tanks and Thors and stuff like that. But Florencio is a massive troll who doesn't try to win the game efficiently. He tries to, like, he has goals in the game where he's like, I want build Ghost, make nuke. And you're like, what? What's your strategy, Florencio? And he's like, make nuke. You're like, oh my God. You know, sometimes when you look at Florencio's strategy, you truly realize the strategic part of his brain is part genius, but I think it's the fact that it's freed from the constraints a lot of adults have, right? It's kind of like, you know, the writers of the Fast and the Furious movies, right? Where like they're not constrained. They're so creatively free. They're such good films because it's not constrained by like an adult goes, oh, that couldn't happen. For them, they go, no, I want to see cargo, boom, boom, and then they fly off a train, and then the car flies into a helicopter and goes, boom, bam. It's like that lovely Onion video where they interviewed the writer of the.
No offense, but if you still think stocks, real estate, or crypto are the best passive income investments in today's economy,
the fast.
That's you. Only simple composition and an absolute block. I'm going Vipers or Investors, Reach Hydras, sometimes Crafters. Yeah, keep it simple. Then what's out there? Dexter's going crazy. Like making nuke. So go boom boom.
Fast and the Furious, you know, it was a 3-year-old child. That's essentially Florencio's strategy brain. He's like, I won't make boom boom, and then he's gonna chase me, and I'm gonna bring him back. My tank gonna go boom boom. That is Florencio's strategy brain right there. And honestly, it's joyful. It's a happy part of your brain, and it creates situations that a constricted brain that says, I have to play the game efficiently and properly. This is how you play it. It can't do that. It can't make those choices. Now, he's moving out with half the army supply right now. Oh, God. luckily for him, the Zerg army of Tinzork is actually very slow. And it looks like he's waiting for lurkers, and these lurkers don't have range yet, which means tanks with 13 range, lurkers with only 8. The lurkers are outranged. Oh, Tinzork's going to jump on top. Mass Hydra lurker trying to get on top. It's a massive army advantage, but Tinzork, oh my god, he pulls back, he moves forward, he pulls back, he moves forward, he pulls back, he moves forward. Tinzork shits the bed super hard. Or Tinzork needed to 100% commit or 100% run away, but Tinzork did that thing where you run back and forwards in your enemy's fire range for a good minute there, and you let them just use you as a shooting gallery. If you guys are ever in a situation where you can't make a decision in StarCraft, you've already lost. Just choose. Pull back or commit to the fight. In that case, he was pulling back.
Lurkers, yeah, lurkers do, but that's why you get tanks and make sure you have scans. That's why I have an orbital right there.
Oh, well, goodbye space to breathe, guys. The nukes are coming in. Let's go to the Zerg's vision. Has he seen it? Has he seen it? He's looking around. He's looking around. He doesn't know where it is. He doesn't know where it is. Oh no! God, that ghost has no kills, and now it has 8. Dude, those drones all in the mineral patch were just out of range. Actually, that's kind of good. The ghost does get revealed now. There is an overseer getting set up on pervert mode, so new ghosts can't come through the north of the map without getting spotted, which is actually really good preparation for the future. That could have been way worse. 28 drones have died this game, but the Zerg still does have 5 bases, still has new bases coming up. The problem, of course, is that these bases never had burrowed Zerglings on them. They've been kind of taken, and there's now Thors coming in, more ghosts, Vikings being mixed in randomly. Starports are just floating around the base doing all sorts of random things, and it seems like Tinzork is trying to think about what they want to do next. I feel like if they just went good upgrades and maxed out our Hydra army, they could kind of just attack and kill bases and then maybe sandwich the army from 2 sides. But Tinzork seems to be a little allergic to maxing out here. Meanwhile, Florencio is like, I want some Viking and some tanks and some Cyclone and Liberator. We're going to make Thor. Ghost's going to go with big boom boom. We got the big nuke. You know, he's just trying to tick all the boxes. He's built some Hellions. He's built Reapers. He built some Marines, some Banshees. He hasn't built battle cruisers yet. So watch out for a fusion core because you guys know that's next.
That's later.
He's trying to box art this game right now. You know, for anyone who's younger, they might not get that box art thing that we talk about, us older gamers. When you would always never be able to afford the game, or your parents wouldn't buy it for you till your birthday or something, and you'd just go to the game store as a kid and you'd just pick up the box and you'd just stare at the pictures and the screenshots of the box, and they'd always have like every unit available on every picture just to like show off what the things are in the game, and you would just stare at that box and dream about playing that game with those units for so long. And that is exactly what Florencio has done with his actual StarCraft experience as he slaughters this. I'm sorry guys, we got to instant rewind.
Use everything in one game.
Instant rewind. Look at this army. Look at this army. Oh my god, if he comes down in the open, he smashes this. But look at this. Tinzork decides to funnel through the alley of death right here. No, this army is stuck up against the terrain. He moves and gets the Thor really well, at which point he needs to get the hell out of there. But look at these units. They're stuck against the orbital command center. Half of them are just standing there attacking nothing. The other half, yes, they kill a few tanks, but oh my lord, what a slaughter. Now, funnily enough, this lurker on the left side is actually going to kill like 3 siege tanks here, which is kind of amazing. And Tinzork still has more money to remax, so this might actually be good enough for Tinzork. A random nuke in the middle of the map, by the way, on a burrowed queen on the left side of our screen. What am I even looking at right now, guys? What am I What?
Yeah, we're sending a message, that's all. Gotta send him a message.
He's got the Nova skin. Nova goes in, nukes a single creep tumor and burrowed queen, and then gets out of there. We've got 15 Hydras on the way with +3 air weapons and adrenal glands. Tinzork still has not made a single upgrade of attack or armor for the Hydras and the Queens that seem to be the main part of their army, whilst committing to about 1 billion other upgrades like neural parasite, +3 air weapons, adrenal glands, melee. I mean, there is so much.
Zergs can just get so many bases.
Stuff. I was full complimenting how
you just gotta watch out with your gas.
Now I've got to the point where I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm okay with it. Broodlord's coming out. To be fair though, Thor's building. Thors do beat Broodlords, guys. If the Hydras jump on top and kill the Thors real quick, the Broods kill everything else. This is actually Nova, right? I forgot there was like a Nova skin, man.
Yeah, that's so Nova.
Forgot about that. Probably came with the Nova Covert Ops pack, hey? I think it's because I always use the blue-haired ghost, the one with the giant booty that walks really awkwardly.
I know, that's an interesting design. Well. It's got like a little slope.
In behind this. Interesting. Like 51 drones are up for the Zerg. The Zerg actually still has decent spread on this income, but Florencio's got the bottom right bases up. And they're not mining that smoothly, but they are mining, and that's kind of a problem for Tinny. Now, I think Tinzork, if they hit their production before those Thors are up, would have been good. But as it is, moving to the south is probably the best way to try and clean him up. We've got 5 factories down there. The armory still is not being used for upgrades because that's the Florencio way. Queens will eventually deal with these Hellions, but Hellions are looking for drones, of which there aren't many. Ling's actually going to do pretty well there, though. Oh, the whole army pulled back for this. Oh, the whole army was meant to be hitting the bottom right, but it's pulling back the whole way across the map. Oh, man, what a way. Oh, big waste of time there. There's a double Thor drop for Florencio. He's going to go for 2 Thors. Now, for those of you who don't know, a Thor drop, the way this works physically in the lore sense, you guys ever drive one of those little Japanese cars, those ones that like look like an actual toy? Try fitting your average American inside one of those. That's a Thor fitting inside a medevac. It just doesn't work. So much like those trains you see in like India, there's people just hanging off the sides, and that's what the Thor kind of does here. He straps on underneath. I think it's India anyway. I don't know. Somewhere in South Asia. I've seen those pictures back in the day. People like hanging out the side of the train. In this case, it's strapped onto the bottom. I still don't know physically how it can carry that much weight. They must have some
sometimes they try to send some drops, door drops.
Hatchery's going to be going down. Oh, Ling Hydra's coming in. Oh, ow, 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 ow.
Almost.
Oh, absolutely cock blocked. Not able to snipe the hatchery. Command Center is going to be pulling back for now. Flo still hasn't built battle cruisers, guys. I'm upset. No Marauders and no battle cruisers and no Widow Mines this game. That's 3 units he hasn't built. Not 4. He hasn't built a Raven either. 4 different units that Florencio hasn't built.
Slacking.
Failing the box art strategy right now. Honestly, kind of embarrassing. We've got 8 Broodlords out. 5 more morphing as well. Back spread across this map. It's a big army. Broodlords are so good as long as you use them like, you know, and then the rest of your army kind of covers and supports. That could be great. Broodlords are going to siege this bottom right base. Apologies if you guys hear any... If you guys have got really sick speakers and you keep hearing weird sounds in the background or like rumbles and hums. They're ripping up the road outside my house, and they're also like constructing on top of the building behind me. So there's like randomly there's quiet for like hours, and then in the middle of a cast, like whenever I'm casting, there'll just be random machinery turning on and loud sounds that sometimes filter through if you've got a really good speaker setup. Oh, nice mass repair, dude. The mass repair's holding on. Oh, no! No! Oh, my God. It's barbecue time. Florencio comes in and just starts roasting and toasting. Oh, geez. Tinzork. Ow, 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 ow. I've always said against a mech player, the golden rule, guys, is to leave a squad of units on anti-Hellion defense all game long. Problem is, because Tinzork just F2s constantly, they can't really do that. They just accidentally pull it to the front. But for me, I remember in the old days, it would always be like, I just have 6 roaches just chilling somewhere around like my natural or my 4th base. And inevitably, Hellion run-bys would come in, and then I'd just be like, oh, cool, we already have units to deal with that. But oh my God, dude, he didn't focus fire the SCVs. So the SCVs, they keep popping in and out as well whenever they do get focused. Now the Vikings are going to catch them.
Yeah,
Thor's coming down. The Thors get jumped on. The Thors get jumped, though. Oh, no. Florencio, I thought he was catching the Broodlords out of position, but he's actually getting wrecked. The Vikings are beating the Corruptors, but the Hydras need to protect against these Vikings. The Vikings pulling behind the Planetary. Planetary could kill these Hydras if it shift clicks them, but it's not. It's just shooting Broodlings right now. The Vikings trying to fight. The Hydras will finally take care of this Planetary. Finally, it's taking so long. Tinzork focuses down their repairing SCVs. It goes down. The Vikings are going to start to fall. Oh, man. Florencio does take out a few extra Broodlords. How many Broods did he kill? He killed 7 Broods, but he lost a bunch of Vikings and Thors. This base, if it goes down, he's screwed. If these Broods keep attacking, I think Flo's dead. Honestly, I think Flo might be dead anyway. He fought well. He fought hard. No armor and attack upgrades for him. He's very lucky that Tinzork didn't make any Hydra upgrades and only has +1 melee on those Broodlords. Because remember, guys, the Broodlings, they only do 5 damage right now with +1. And the Planetary has 5 armor, which means, that's right, they're only doing 0.5 damage, which is the minimum damage a unit can do for an attack in StarCraft 2. So it is going to take 3,000 Broodling hits to kill the Planetary. And obviously the direct strike does some damage, but does that really make up for it? Oh my God, the Hydras are getting wrecked by the tanks. The Hydras are getting wrecked. These 4 tanks ruining him. The Broodlords need to be attacking these tanks. Focus fire. The Broodlords, he misclicked the Brood, so they're on move command. The Broodlords not doing anything there. Oh my God, and he runs away from the last tank. Oh, Tinzork just threw a giant army away. Oh no, Tinzork just standing there in the firing line.
Take those.
Now there is a Viper, 8 Hydras, 5 Zergans. Tinzork needs to pull back and just be efficient and just transfer workers and like try to recover an army while denying this bottom right. He's trying to steal the bottom right, but that is not important. These guys have not been mining enough for that. Florencio still has so many minerals. Florencio's mining has been so bad. He's putting 30 workers Lurkers out of 16 on this one, while he's got 6 out of 16 on this one. Florencio with a massive 2-base economy to manage. As, of course, focusing
Massive
on his
2-base.
Vikings. Hydras and a Viper coming down. Don't lose the Viper, mate. Get out of there. No, Tinzok, pull the Viper away. Oh, my gosh. Okay, he does pull the Viper away, but the curse of F2. +1 range starts 26 minutes into this game. Oh, me. Oh, my. A couple of SCVs get full to repair the Vikings. Florencio's building mass Thors right now. Mass Thor tank bench.
It's like, if I had a range, I would have got that Viking.
Thors will beat Broodlords if they're not getting caught out on their own. And that seems like a pretty damn
What
good
a
way of doing
Valdemir.
it. But Tinny,
This skinny pop is amazing.
And only 3 simple ingredients.
We never have to stop.
Surprise!
Tinny is struggling for the money right now. He's got a few minerals mining there, 1 there. This base is looking A-okay, but Hellion Runby is trying to get in again. Hydra should be more than ready for this. Florencio will use a scan, clear up a little bit of this vision. And he's going to have to just run away there. Is this
trying to clear
actually
the
what
creep.
the ladder experience is like for you guys out there, by the way? Let me know. How many games like this do you play on the ladder? Because this is... I am surprised by the variety of units that are being built on both sides. Well, not for Florencio, but for his opponents. But also just the way it kind of drags on in Insanity. And it's almost like... I think it's kind of beautiful when there's like a gentleman's agreement for both players to like not macro very well. Because it slows the pace of the game down and allows you to focus on these small skirmishes a little bit more. So you're not like lost in the sauce of trying to manage 200 supply. Do you think your parents are proud that they raised the biggest Fajot ever? No! What? This been such a good game. Oh no. Tinzork's not happy, mate. I mean, to be fair, Florencio does play like a bag of dicks, but I mean, Tinzork, you've had your opportunities, mate. You've had your opportunities, and honestly, I don't know, man. I think they would be proud. I think Flo's parents, I've never met them. I'm imagining to have raised such a creatively free child. I mean, he must have been growing up with like some of that, you know, that alternative education where they let the kids like choose what they want to like learn. And they're like, oh, what was your grade? Oh, my grade, your son earned a pineapple this semester. He's been working really well in his creative expression. And, you know, he's been really good at just holistically expressing himself. I feel like Florencio's parents would be down with that. I mean, I feel like he could put a whole lot of spine crawlers in and around his mouth. They'd be like, if that's what you want to do, son, like, live your best life. I could be wrong. It could be completely the opposite, and he's the way he is because he's rebelling against the way his parents raised him. But, you know, I don't
But he
think
has a
there's
lore
problem with
to
that
it, which
either
is
way.
funny.
Tinzork, you know,
He
bit of a
has
reach
his
there.
own
Obviously, I think
Florencio
people go
Files
to that one
lore.
because it's just it's
The
a word that has a lot
stories
of hate in it, right?
all
the
over the
Fajot,
place,
along
but then
with the,
they all kind of have a
N
theme.
word, the main racist word, especially in America, is I think people just reach to those when they're so upset and sad and you know they're excited because they thought they were winning, and then they just kind of and they just try to make their opponent feel a little bit of the pain that they feel at the fact that they're getting ravaged
Lego
right now. Planetary will take out a lot of Hydras before going down. Florencio is trying to come back to defend. Tinzork's trying to go for kind of an all-in towards the main, but he's going to get trapped in there. He's going to get trapped. He's only fighting with a few Roaches and Hydras at a time. Remember, Thors outrange this army, as do tanks. These are all 7 range units against 5 and 6 range units. Dude, the tanks are sieging! The tanks are sieging! Oh my god, 5 tanks pop out on the high ground, and they're all getting wrecked by those Hydras. That was kind of unfortunate timing there, but Tinzork just doesn't have the numbers to hold this ramp, I don't think. The Vipers all go down. The tank's sieging. They don't even need to. That tank on the right side even getting a few big shots off. Remember, like I said, Thors with 7 range. They outrange these Hydras by 1. One more Thor goes down, but Florencio cleans up that army. And just like that, Tinzork is about to call him some more names. It's coming. I love that there was +3 air weapons in this game. I mean, I guess he was playing Muta Corruptor against like Libs for a little bit and Banshee, so I kind of understand him starting the upgrades, but yeah, definitely. I think the Lurker transition is where Tinzork kind of overcomplicated things.
That's a lot of gas, yeah.
And started to take some bad fights. Definitely.
But Lurkers
Tinzork
are very
just got
common.
Excited in that later stage. Good ling run by
They're a
Flo.
very strong
I like
unit.
These attempts. I really like the way Tinzork's played, so it's a shame that they're also upset at this point. So I think they should pat themselves on the back and go, you know what, I played pretty well. It's just, you know, maybe rather than burrow blocking your own expansions, you should burrow block their 4th and 5th base. Just a small suggestion, perhaps. I don't know, guys. Am I being a little bit cruel there? A little bit? I don't know. Maybe I am. I think it's a fair little bit of critical feedback, we could call that. Zergling's burrowing. I mean, he knows to scan there. Sure. Flo, mate, he's just going to unburrow and it doesn't even wait for him to leave. Tinzork's like, nah, we should let him know that we're still here. Kill those tech labs. The lings will go
Should have
down.
let him know he's
Still 2 Zergs there that can unburrow a bit later. Flo's got a giant army. Tinzorg's never recovered the economy. So, especially after losing this hatchery down here, Tinzorg's dead. Random lurker gets a few shots off before dying. Tinzorg's just refusing to leave right now. I don't know. We're just building Ling Hydra. I mean, I kind of get the Lings against the tanks of the mech in general, but generally speaking, the Lings are like the final spicy sauce on top of your Zerg army. They're not really the core. It's something where, you know, Hellions kind of wrecked them so hard, Blue Flame especially. For the longest time, we thought, you know, you never build Zerglings against mech. Lately, I don't think Zergs have learnt that lesson. Have the day you deserve for show, says Tinzorg. I think he's saying, I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope there's a lot of good times, you know? I like to think Tinzorg doesn't know that's offensive. And he's basically saying, wow, man, you played really good. I think your parents would be proud of how good you played. And I think he's saying basically like, dude, you worked so hard for this win.
Calprobe.
I think you deserve like rainbows and happiness. And we know the symbol
we're gonna be doing
gay
the
and lesbian
Florencio Files,
pride and LGBT stuff.
Binge watching.
It's the rainbow. The rainbow basically symbolizes
from
happiness.
part 1.
And I hope you get a
This
rainbow
is just
in your
a
day
new
because
one,
you
so
outplayed me and you're such a gentleman.
I do gotta do a couple errands right now, but I'll be back and play some
deluding
StarCraft.
yourself. There's hate. He just wants to
when I
spread
come
his
back.
bad mood. I don't think he's hateful. I think he's just upset with himself. Let's be honest. GG, well played, Florencio there. Playing like a bit of a filth bag, but that is what it is.
Yeah, I'll be back in a bit. I have to do some stuff. Some outside stuff, and I'll be back for some StarCraft. GG's, guys. Alright, see you soon.